Hi friends! I finished illustrating the Moonlit Guardians, so today I'm gonna show you the last step, designing the book cover. I will show you my whole process from sketches to the final layout, and at the end of the video I will read the full story so you can see all the illustrations and see how everything comes together. So I started by creating a custom title font for the cover. I wanted it to have a handwritten fairy tale feel, so I used brush liners and gathered references from Pinterest. First, I tested my liners to see how they worked and experimented with different strokes. Then I sketched individual letters inspired by the references I found, trying to understand what makes a font look magical. Once I had a good selection of letters, I started assembling the full title, The Moonlit Guardians, using the ones I liked best. After exploring different variations, I picked the one I liked the most and took a photo of it. Then I opened the image in Procreate on my tablet and traced over it with the brush. This was just a rough draft. I needed to bring everything together in Photoshop to see how the illustration and text would work as a composition. I want to mention that this is just one approach that came to mind. Procreate could be replaced with any other digital tool. It's just one of many options. Even though I had a small cover sketch from when I created the dummy book, I wanted to take some time to experiment and rethink the final design. So, using both the dummy book and my new handwritten title as references, I started sketching small thumbnail ideas in my sketchbook. While sketching, I had the idea to place the title on a full moon. Originally, the text was just on a dark blue background, but I thought the moon could make the composition more interesting. So I decided to develop this idea further. Once I was happy with the sketch, I moved on to the final drawing, which I would later color. At this stage, I didn't include the title in the sketch because I plan to add it in Photoshop. Next, I scanned my illustration and opened it in Photoshop, where I tested how the title would look with the artwork. In my mind, I imagined the title in white on an orange moon, but when I tried it, I realized the contrast wasn't strong enough, so I started exploring other color options. I also did some research on Pinterest to see how other illustrators integrated text with a moon and what color choices they used. That's when I realized I needed a lighter moon, so I painted a new one in Photoshop and added a hand-drawn texture from my sketchbook to make it blend naturally with the illustration. I tested a few different text colors and finally settled on a red-orange hue. It provided a strong contrast with the light yellow moon and also complemented the owls in the illustration since they have similar red-orange tones on their wings. And here is the final result. I'm happy with how it turned out. What do you think? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned for the full story. Deep in the heart of the ancient forest, under the light of 1,000 stars, a secret society of owls called the Moonlit Guardians awakened every full moon. These were no ordinary owls. They had a special mission to protect the forest from dark forces that only appeared during the full moon. As the full moon reached its highest point, the leader of the owls, an ancient and wise owl named Luna, hooted softly. It was time to begin their mission. The owls took flight, soaring silently through the night sky. They flew high above the forest, gathering magical moonlight with their shimmering wings. With their wings glowing in the gentle moonlight, the owls returned to the forest, sprinkling the magical light over the trees, plants, and animals below. The moon's light created a protective barrier, warding off the dark forces that tried to harm the forest during the full moon. As the night went on, the moonlit guardians patrolled the forest, ensuring their magical moonlight touched every corner. With their mission complete, the owls gathered at the great oak, their ancient meeting place. Luna hooted softly. The forest is safe again thanks to our efforts. As dawn approached, the moonlit guardians returned to their cozy tree homes. Ready to rest and recharge, they dreamed of the next full moon when they would protect their beloved forest again.